Hi, my name is Austen Clark. I'm Events Director with Network Group. Welcome to our next in our episode of our podcast where we are speaking to our members. We're here in Belfast. We've just had a day of M&A discussions and sessions, and we're now going to have a conversation with one of our members, Steve Ross of Shackleton from Dundee. So let's crack on. Let's have a good conversation. Let's just see where it goes. Steve.
Hi Austin, how you doing?
I'm very well. Very nice to see you again.
Yeah,
you and I have known one another for a few years.
For a wee while, is a good Scottish word.
A wee while is a good Scottish word.
That means a long time.
Absolutely. I think they're putting some translation on this for the hard of hearing.
Okay,
so don't worry about it. We're going to go in good Scots all the way through.
Yeah.
Steve, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
You are a member of Network Group, and we are here with the Network Group. So, could you tell me, on the elevator pitch, could you tell me who you are, give me your title, name your company, and just tell me where we are?
Yeah, no problem. Steve Ross, obviously CEO of Shackleton Technologies, an MSP based in Dundee in Scotland. So we've been going 21 years now, and we'll just keep on trying our best. That's what we do. And also, I'm a professional EOS Implementer, so I've been doing that for around a year as well. So I divide my time between the two of them at this moment in time.
That must be challenging, dividing time. How does that work with you?
It's challenging. So I'm spending a fair bit of time more on the EOS side of things just now, but I've got the team set up. So the whole point is I've had the team set up to succeed in doing what they're doing, so I can then do this.
Let's just remind the audience, what is EOS?
So EOS is basically I work with leadership teams, really. That's what I do, right? And I help implement a complete proven system with practical tools that helps them run their business better. It helps them get their arms around their business. So I work with them to basically do three things to make them better at vision, traction, healthy.
Vision, traction, and healthy.
Yeah.
So what are those
so vision is getting like the leadership team 100% on the same page with where they're going, how they plan to get there. Traction is instilling discipline and accountability throughout the company so that everybody's acting upon this vision and executing on going towards this vision day in and day out. And the third thing is healthy, making the leadership team healthy. Healthy in a sense that, that they're like working together. They're open and honest, they're vulnerable, but they're all working towards the same common goal. And as soon as you get a leadership team at that level, then it filters down to the rest of the organisation. So I'm teaching them the tools to help them.
So you're making them better to then
for them to then roll EOS out throughout the rest of the company. So it's a leadership team I work with.
Fantastic. So we're going to dig in a bit later on around EOS because I'm really you're one of the first people I've met who's gone through all that journey, and we've got EOS in the business, but my goodness, we could learn a lot from yourself.
Yeah.
But what we're going to start with is, can you tell me a little bit about your journey? Where have you come from? You mentioned you're from Dundee. Dundee's got a checkered past. We spoke about this earlier. I'll be curious to find out a little bit of you. Tell me, what's the background to Steve Ross?
Yeah, so now Dundee's a proper working class city, as you well know.
Absolutely.
But it's on the up and up. We've got some crown jewels there, like the V&A Museum and that there.
It's stunning.
And a lovely boat discovery, and there's a lot of good stuff going on at the waterfront in Dundee. It's different now from what it was 30 years ago. But I was also brought up in Toronto in Canada when I was a teenager.
How did you? You went to Toronto?
Yeah. My dad and I moved across there, and I worked there. I actually went to school there, junior high.
What age were you when you went there?
I went there, I was about 11.
Okay.
I stayed about 14.
Is that primary or is that what?
That's like it's almost like middle school.
Middle school
before you go to the high school. Yeah, so it's 3 years there. And it was good. It was great. And I think having the both backgrounds, like the proper kind of Scottish type background and the Canadian influences, really kind of helped me.
Did you like Canada?
I did, and I still do. Right?
You still do. So you go back and forth.
I do. My dad still lives there. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, my dad still.
And he's in.
Yeah, he's in a place called Barrie, north of Toronto.
Oh right.
Okay. He's 83.
Oh
so
wow.
He's still there. He's more Scottish than what I am.
Oh really?
Yeah, he knows what goes on more than what I do. Yeah.
How does he keep? How does he keep
the paper online.
Oh no! Which paper?
The Dundee local paper.
The Dundee Courier?
Dundee Courier, yeah.
Is it the Courier?
Or the Scottish Sun, yeah.
Or the Scottish Sun, is that right?
He knows about that and he watches the football and that's
right. And which team does he follow?
He's a Dundee United fan and I'm a Dundee fan, so...
Oh, there's a bit of rivalry goes in there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, so no, he's doing all right there,
So you're born and bred, brought up in Dundee?
Yeah.
So what tell me, because some of the viewers be interested, what is a Dundee working town like? I mean, what is the background to it?
Dundee used to be full of jute mills.
What's jute?
Jute is, I don't know, it's a thing that you make carpets out, the back of carpets and the back the back of sacks and whatever, that's what Dundee, it was famous for that. At one time Dundee, believe this or not, right, this is a street in Dundee at one time was the most richest street in the world.
Really?
Yeah, it was through the jute. This is in Broughty Ferry in the 18...
Broughty Ferry?
Yeah, 1880s, 1870s,
yeah.
But the mills eventually declined.
Right.
And
what era was that back in the 70s?
Probably 1860s through to the 1940s, 1950s. So it's nearly about 80 odd years.
Right.
And it was a prosperous city through that. But a lot of, I would say a lot of kind of slums as well.
Really?
As well. Yeah, that time Dundee was...
So it's some tough background.
Oh yeah, very similar to actually probably around here.
In Belfast.
Belfast and Glasgow, very similar background. There was a lot of...
Glasgow had its slums and
but
Dundee's on the up now.
It's on the up, and it goes through its kind of this curve, Austen, where it's kind of 1 minute it's great, next minute it goes the other way. So it's a good city to visit, to be honest with you. I would never thought people come to Dundee for the weekend, but they do and they like it. So there you go.
You and I have met down a couple of times in Dundee. I think Dundee's done a proud job of a city to actually reinvent itself.
It is, We need to talk up a bit more as Dundonians.
I totally agree. I think you should be talking up a bit.
Yeah.
So let's move on a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your background, your career. How did Steve Ross get from living in Dundee, Toronto, to where he is and running a MSP?
Yeah, so I came back to Dundee, went to school in Dundee, and basically I was good at accountancy. That was my thing.
You like numbers?
Yeah,
you good with that?
So I'm not a techie guy. Right?
You're not technical.
I'm not technical, right? So I was good at numbers.
Okay.
So I was good at accountancy. So I did that. I went to college, and then eventually I went to college, did that, got my certificates there. And I actually went back to Canada when I was 21 and worked as a bank teller.
Bank teller?
For a year downtown in Toronto, So
really?
that was a great experience underneath the skyscrapers.
Oh, really? Because Toronto's got the big skyscrapers, the massive buildings, aren't they?
Absolutely,
Huge storied buildings.
So I got promoted to a head teller. So I had about $1 million at that time. This is like 1998, and my till every night.
You had $1 million to just not walk out the bar place.
It's only one sack.
Only one sack.
By the time you bundle all the $100 notes up, it's only about one sack. That's $1 million.
You could be sleeping on it the same as the guy Gareth Jones was speaking about earlier. You never attempted to take that bag home with you.
No, that's it. So I thought I'd be staying there and even started doing banking exams, to be honest with you.
Okay. In Canada?
In Canada,
right.
But we never settled. Me and my Jackie was my girlfriend at the time.
And this is your wife now, Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie's wife, Very so we came back and what did I do? I basically, basically went back to college.
Right.
Went back to college and I could have got a job a couple of places. In fact, I got turned down for the bank.
You got turned down?
Turned down for the Lloyd's TSB bank.
No,
Dundee.
you're not worth it. Go away.
Yeah, exactly, because I didn't have enough experience, even though I was working in...
Even you worked in a bank in Canada.
The biggest city in Canada with $1 million. They said it wasn't good enough for Dundee. So that was fine. So I went away and got... I went and did my accountancy exams. I went and did Chartered Institute of Management Accountants.
So are you a fully chartered accountant?
Yeah, chartered global management accountant, fully qualified, letters after my name.
So what does that mean? So you've got all the letters, you've got you could be an accountant, run an accountancy practice?
Absolutely, we work mostly in industry and companies.
Okay, so what kind of industries did you work in?
Anyway, so I worked in design companies. I worked for the NHS for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
I worked for GlaxoSmithKline. For about a year in there. And I worked up in Aberdeen in the oil industry up there as well.
Yeah, because a fair city of mine. So you worked at Accenture
for
in
3
Aberdeen?
years Accenture, was up there.
Was that in the oil and gas?
Oil and gas, So our clients were Talisman, Energy and BP.
So those are big names, Talisman, Energy and BP. Those are big companies.
Working with, so we're basically looking at the oil rigs out there and the costing of the oil rigs.
Right.
But then when I met a friend of mine through the football, and he was an IT guy.
Football? So where's the football part?
This was part of, I was playing football all the time. That was a big kind of part of what I did.
So you're a football. You don't only just watch football. You played
well,
football.
One time I played a decent level. Yeah.
So what level did you get?
Semi-pro, enough.
Semi-pro.
Yeah. And 30 quid on a Saturday, enough to
get some beer money.
A couple of beers. That was it. And maybe save up and go on holiday at the end of the year. Yeah.
Really?
But your one bonus or whatever. Yeah, that was it.
So who did you play for?
I mostly played for Tayport. I played in Canada, Tayport in the juniors at that time, so we were one of the best teams in the country at that time.
Really?
And I played over New Zealand as well. So
New Zealand, hold on a minute. Yeah. Where's New Zealand come into this? So you went and played New Zealand?
Yeah, I played New Zealand when I was at 19, 20, yeah.
Wow.
So I got a chance to go
How
play
did you get to New Zealand? How did that, I mean, I'll go to play football in New Zealand. How did that come
advert
about?
in the paper.
An advert in the paper to go play football in New Zealand?
Yeah. The local paper saying player coach wanted the New Zealand Invercargill, which is like right at the very bottom of New Zealand.
Yeah,
it's like going to Inverness for the first time and you're in the UK and you go, oh wait a minute, is this New Zealand, right? But it was great. So I was there for a year and I went to Canada after that and I played there obviously as well. I came back, so yeah, I played when I was 9 till 35.
So we'll come back to a little bit of this. You're travelling. You and I both have a connection with travelling, being from Dundee, myself from Scotland. We've both been willing to go out with our bounds. We'll come back to that in a minute. So you're in New Zealand, you come back. Yeah. So how did Shackleton come about? So
Shackleton came about after Accenture.
Right.
So when we were about 30, I was about 33 at this time.
Yeah.
And me and my mate, basically Chris, he was an IT guy. He says to me, Steve, listen, I think in Dundee area, they could do with an IT support company.
Right.
Do you fancy it? And this time I was like going, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I think we had a good experience. You know, he had a good sales background, IT background.
Yeah.
I had the business side of it, the finance and all that kind of thing.
So there's quite a nice dovetail there.
Yeah, and I brought in this other young guy as well that was a brilliant technician.
Right.
And the three of us kind of kicked it off. We got a loan from the
So how long ago was that?
2004.
2004. So that's 21 years ago.
21 years ago, yeah.
Happy birthday to you guys, 21.
Yeah.
Very good.
So we did that, and that's how we kind of got going, Austen. And I just worked basically on the internal side of it, the operational side of it, and the billing side of it, all that kind of stuff. I was also looking after some small accountancy clients at the same time.
Right.
So I was doing half and half again.
So where is Shackleton now? How big? What's the makeup of it now?
Yeah, so we've got about 18 people now. 18 people, and we're at kind of like a good size. We're near the 2 million mark as well. So we've got a great little business there. But I always say there's a better business inside your business. Really? So I think that's what we're working on just now.
So what's that look like? What do you mean by that? There's a better business inside.
I think across the whole thing we can look at things like even like more recurring revenue, greater profitability. We've got a good culture. We'll talk about culture.
Let's go to that.
I think we've got a good culture there as well. But there's always something there to make us.
You're always tweaking. You're always tweaking
to make it better. Yeah.
So you're now still CEO of the company. You're still you're running the company.
Not necessarily now, no. So we've got you've got people on the leadership team there.
Right.
I've got Scott there as the kind of what we call the integrator. I'm more in the visionary. But every week I still go in and have my meetings with the team.
Every week,
an hour and a half.
So this is sounding EOS-ish. So you're eating your own. Eating your own dog food?
100%. Right. Yeah. So we still do all that stuff. And every quarter when we're setting where we're going, I bring an EOS Implementer in to do that.
So you bring in an implementer
to do that,
even though you are an EOS Implementer.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the advantage of that? Why do you do that?
I can sit at the table with my team, and we're all equal.
Gotcha.
Right. And we've got somebody up there that's guiding us. And then we talked about the coaching and the facilitation, and it's just equal. Whereas if you're doing it standing up, and you're kind of looking down on everybody, it's not the same. You're trying to run the session, plus you're getting distracted. So being in with my team makes us all. And you should be all equal anyway. It doesn't matter. You're sitting there as a team. It doesn't matter if you're the owner. You should be all equals, and that's the way we look at it.
So let's come back. So I'm interested, you tell me you've been running, for 21 years, you've been running Shackleton. Yeah. Excellent. You've now moved into a slightly different, you've moved into another occupation, which is EOS. So but before we just get into the EOS, I just ask the question, you're running your company, you're an EOS implementer, you understand the workings of the EOS framework. One of the things in the framework I often will speak about is culture.
Yeah.
and values.
Yeah.
What are your values and where have you brought them into your company? Could you maybe just expand a little bit for the audience as to what makes Stevie Ross tick and what the values that you hold dear to you? What makes Steve Ross?
So when we opened the door, it was funny because when we opened the door, I still remember this to this day, what we basically said, but although we never said it out loud, was we wanted to build a great company with great people.
Great company
with great people. So that was our why, right? Which
that
is part
was
of
your
core
why.
focus. That was our why, right? Still is to this day.
Yeah.
Build a great company with great people. How good is that? We could have, where everybody could have, their own professional goals in there, their personal goals.
Yeah.
And when they go to a pub on a Saturday night, they'll say to their friends, I like working with Shackleton and I like working with the people there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies are the opposite way, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I hate working with them, or
I
didn't want that.
Can't be, the 5 o'clock can't come soon enough and they're off out the door.
Yeah, I want it to be a place where, I like working with them.
So how are you getting on with that?
Just by building team spirit.
How is your team getting on with that?
So the biggest thing is core values. Right. The core values are the biggest thing of the lot. So basically, it's a big thing in EOS as well, which is your culture.
Yeah.
EOS is all about your culture. It's about what you tolerate.
Yeah.
So how you hire, fire, recognise and reward people. Excellent. That's what your core values are, and they're based around the people in your company.
So what are your core values?
Do the right thing, make things better, and passionate about client service.
Do the right thing.
Yeah. Make things better.
Make things better.
And passionate about client service.
So what do those look like? Is there anything you could speak to the audience and say
we'll
what
do the right
that
thing
looks
is,
like?
we'll just say if we did a job and didn't work out well, right? You put your hand up to the client. Look, we should have done better there or whatever, right? The right thing to do is not to bill them for that, right?
Yeah.
Make things better is there anything we could do better for our clients or our own internal systems?
Yeah.
Anything that we can tweak to make it, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to come from the leadership team or from me, but across the company, how do we make our business better? Okay. I'm passionate about client service is just basically taking a listening approach and caring.
Yeah.
It's and one of the things we talked about passionate about client service was an example was one of the guys, and I used this when I gave my core values speech to the team, was he turned up at 7 o'clock in the morning outside one of our clients' factories, chapping on their door, asking them to kind of open up because he wanted to go in and fix their stuff, right?
Wow.
And the finance director just coming around the corner and saying, God, you guys are here early, right? And that was because we're passionate about wanting to help.
So you're driving that into business? Driving
that into business, yeah. So it's connection, it's keeping people connected all the time, Austen. I think that's what culture is. It's not something you can just wave a wand at. It's having the team spirit and
it's not just words.
It's not just words.
It's not just words,
Core values, you've got to live them and breathe them. Yeah. Right? Core values, too many companies put up on the board. Yeah. That's our core values, right? Yeah. But what do they really mean? Yeah. And that's the question. What do they really mean?
Are they just words on the wall?
Yeah.
Or do you live by them?
Yeah, you live by them, so you want to attract the right people to your company, core values first.
So you would, when you're hiring, are you using those core values as part of your process? 100%. So how does that look? What does that look like?
Ask them questions around them. Right. Around them, and you get to know what the person is like. And then you're basically trying to not catch them out, but you're basically trying to not give them a job type of thing. You're trying to put them off a bit, because you say to them, this is our core values, and if you live and breathe by them, you're great. You'll flourish here. If not, no problem.
It's maybe not the right place for you.
It doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No.
It just means it's not a fit. So let's not waste each other's time. So we've done before. We've built, we've taken on great technical people. It's not had the core values. We've done all that. Right. I hope never to go down that route ever again. So core values first. You could teach all the technical stuff.
So here's an interesting thing. You're not technical.
No.
You're not technical, and you don't profess to be technical. Do you need to be technical to run an IT company?
Great question. At times I wish I was technical, seriously, and at times because I could have helped out, right, in the trenches, fixing servers and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. But that probably would have been a detriment to the rest of the business, right? Because somehow I've got different skills. Obviously, it's all part of being the leader, different maybe skills to bring people together and whatnot. Yeah. So at one time, I probably would have liked it to be more technical, and I've got to understand a little bit about it, but I couldn't honestly go into great detail about technical stuff.
Okay, so we won't go there.
Don't go there because...
Not going to go there.
But anything else?
So let's move on. I'm curious. So here's Steve Ross.
Yeah.
21 years running the business, and now you've handed across to Scott, who's your MD or
he's our CEO really. But
CO.
yeah.
Okay, so he's your chief operating officer.
Yeah.
So he's and you're the CEO.
And we work hand in hand. Yeah.
Okay, so he's your right hand.
Yeah.
He'll be running the business, and you called it an integrator.
Yeah.
So here we are, moving on.
Yeah.
You've been running this business, and you and I have been having conversations because we're here at Belfast. We're at Network Group, and Network Group is, for all intents, is a peer group.
Yeah.
It is and I think you and I both have got this common thread that we both use peer group. Work with uses the wrong word. We work with peer groups. We engage with peer groups. So tell me, why do you engage with peer groups? Why are you part of the likes of an NG, and I believe you're part of another peer group
Yeah, part of the True Methods peer group.
True Methods?
What's that? True Methods. So there's a peer group, it's actually in the UK and States, basically about building a better MSP.
Right.
That's what that is, MSP based upon numbers, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of benchmarking in terms of being, we're in with another 10 companies. 10 in your group? Yeah, 10 in our group, yeah. Right. But the network group gives us something different as well, because I love it because it's UK based. Right. So we get the UK perspective on things, which I love, right?
Yeah. So the language is slightly different here at Network Group? What makes it UK based?
I think because industry is different, because America used to be ahead of the game with everything, and I don't believe that's the case now in terms of our industry. I think we're, in Europe, we're certainly there or thereabouts in terms of pushing ahead with everything. So having the UK perspective and having the networking with the guys in the group and just hearing people's stories, I think it just makes you better in terms of running your own company. So I really like, I've got that good balance of being there, but going over to the States where we have to go dive deep into our numbers and basically sit in hot seats and whatever, and they go through your business.
You enjoyed that?
It was good, yeah. It was good, yeah. Quite enjoyed it, yeah. So, fantastic. But all that stuff's made us better. And
so coming from that, I mean, we can drill more into that, but I know our time is going to be driving on. One of the points which I'd really like to get to is, how did Steve Ross, the CEO of Shackleton, become Steve Ross, the facilitator through Traction? Because that's a completely different. It's still maybe leaning into your skill set.
Yeah, I think that's more naturally probably in my skill set, the leadership side of things, the finance, running the business, all that kind of thing is more leaning into my skill set. So
what is your skill set?
I'm probably good now at getting people together and basically going, guys, where are we going? Right. This and how we're going to get there. Okay. Right, and let's go. So I'm probably good at that, and then going, right, come on, have I reached that? Have I done this? Have I done that? And that's what I'm thinking. I'm my skill set now as doing that, and just kind of pushing people in a good way, but at the same time, teaching people as well.
So where did you come across Traction? What's your journey?
I got it basically. It was an Autotask event in Miami in 2018, and I got it from the NGage stand. The book. Yeah, and I took the book home because it had the NGage label on it. Yeah. And it lay on my desk for a year, and I went over to Philly in 2019. For a
Look at this, man. Philly. I went to Philly.
Philadelphia, and I read Traction, and I thought, this is great.
Really?
I did.
Did it resonate with you?
Yeah, because we were looking at what we're doing every quarter. Yeah. Where we're going in 3 years. Yeah. Where we're going next year. All that kind of stuff. And I read the book and thought, this is it. This is it for me, and I got in contact with EOS. They put me in touch with an implementer, and we still use Christian to this day. So
give us that elevator pitch of what is Traction. So some people won't know what Traction actually is, but what is EOS? What is Traction? Where is it?
It's just a complete proven system, really, to run your business. The tools that have been around for 100 years will be around for 1,000 years more. Right. So what we're looking at strengthening. So it's based upon a model. Right. And
what's the model?
So the model is basically it's strengthening the 6 key components of your business. Right. So the model came from a discovery that was all issues kind of just fall in the same place. Because they're all symptoms of basically the true root cause. But basically they fit into these 6 components, all your issues, right? Okay. So you've got your vision, you've got your people, you've got your data, your issues component, your process component, your traction component.
Six. You've got all 6. Well done.
So the 6 key components, basically you've got to get strong in each of these. And I teach my teams how to be strong in each of these 6 key components. What does strong look like? Which means up to 100%.
Up to 100%.
Yeah. So we're looking at 80% or better. So in each component, like the vision component, we're looking at a 2-page strategic planning document, called the Vision Traction Organizer.
Okay.
So we're looking at answering those 8 questions within that. I help them do that. Like, what's your core values? What's your core focus? What's your marketing strategy? Your 10-year target? 3-year picture, 1-year plan, and what are your issues? Answer all those questions. And then the second thing is, you need to tell everybody what your plans are. As a leader, as a company owner or a leadership team, what are your plans to help your business go forward? Tell everybody in the team. So that's the second discipline. That's within the vision component. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, I teach them the tools to help them do that. Where do you guys go in the business as a business?
Yeah.
And how are you going to get there?
So EOS is well known within our community here. So with here at Network Group, many people will speak about EOS and are doing it. So from a facilitator, because there are very few facilitators, but from a facilitator, where would you say is the common threads or the common parts which people who develop traction, EOS in the business, that they should work on? Where's the common issues that you see people having to work on?
I see, yeah, so across the board, the very first thing really is your accountability chart.
Okay, and the accountability chart
which is organizational chart on steroids. Right, that's what that is, right? So basically, it's a basic accountability chart. Every company's got basic functions in it, right? Marketing and sales, finance and ops, right?
Okay.
And integrator and visionary. That's the basics.
So this is like a map, or sort of like a mind map.
I help them put that into what is their unique structure for them.
Okay.
I help them with that, and what are the 5 roles in each of these seats? Okay?
The 5 roles. These are the 5.
Yeah. So there's a seat. Just say it's a finance seat, right? What are 5 roles? What are people accountable for in that seat? So who is it? So Steve's accountable for that. I help them go through all that kind of thing.
Right.
So the accountability chart is basically your starting off point. You've got to have a proper structure in terms of people are accountable for that, and they know what they're responsible for, really. So they need to know that. Another thing is you talk about company rocks, where you go every quarter.
Rocks are?
Yeah, so 90-day business priorities.
90 days. And why 90 days?
Because the human psychology is that basically people live 90 days in terms of the way they kind of work. It's like human psychology, Think of every quarter. It's that kind of mentality. It's that kind of, once you get up to 90 days, people get frayed at the edges and teams get more apart and they get kind of going, where are we going type of thing. Right. So 90 days brings everybody together and we reset after 90 days and then go again. Okay. Right, and then you move towards the 1 year, what your 1 year plan is and your 3-year picture. So those things are there, and a good meeting pulse every week. Sit down,
meeting pulse,
which is what we call level 10.
It's a level 10, L10 kind of.
L10,
level 10.
So you want to get 10 out of 10. That's all.
10 out of 10. That's why it's called level 10.
Yeah. So you want to get 10 out of 10. Yeah. Okay. Now when I go and speak to companies initially, their meetings are they're about 4 or 5.
Oh really?
Yeah. 4 or 5.
That low.
Yeah, and their accountability is probably 5 or 6.
Oh.
As well, and their vision is probably around the same. So we're trying to get them up to 10s.
So listening to all this, Steve, it's this has been a journey for you. So where are you on that journey, and why are you on that journey? Is it something that is it just a more commercial thing, or is it something you enjoy? What
you know, Austen, I just love it.
You love it.
It's not rocket science. Yeah, I just love doing it. It's great. It's great meeting different people. It's exciting as well. I mean, we've got when I'm sitting down with the leadership team on a day. You've got the parameters. It's like a football pitch, right? You've got goals at each side. But when you're going the day, you don't know what's going to happen because people are going to be involved. So it's like a football match. Okay. You've got the pitch, but you don't know what's going to happen on the day. It's the same when I coach leadership teams. I don't know what's going to happen. As long as we're moving forward is the main thing, and it's great.
That's important.
Yeah, it's important. Forward. Yeah, and I like helping them get to where they want to get to. Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs something to help people to push.
Do you have a coach?
I did have a coach. Oh. Yeah. And he helped me make the decision to become an implementer.
No, did he?
Sure
Is that
did.
right?
He sure did.
Yeah. He actually did that.
Yeah, he's up in your neck of woods. I'll introduce you to him.
I would love to do that. Steve, absolutely fascinating. So I have a question which I've been raising here. Yeah. The question is, and it's around leadership.
Yeah.
Do you think leadership can be learned?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
How?
Only if you like people.
Only if you like
in my
people.
opinion, right?
Right.
If you get on well with people, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get better at stuff, you could learn leadership all day long.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it happen?
Me. I wasn't never a natural. I wasn't the captain of the football team. I wasn't anything like that, right? But we even in EOS we teach this kind of stuff, right?
Really?
Yeah, because leadership is part of our model, and I think it definitely could be learned. But you've got to want to get better at it,
right? And
I believe you've got to want to help people.
Okay.
Right.
So you've got to have the right kind of structure or reason for doing it, becoming a leader.
I think it's, and one of the biggest things in my opinion is you've got to like people.
Got to like people.
Right. If you don't like people or you don't get a buzz out of that, I think it's very difficult to be a proper leader. I genuinely do.
Fantastic.
Or a manager.
Or a manager. Steve, it's been fantastic. I've been wanting to interview you for a long time. We've had a couple of cracks to actually get in front of you and have this conversation.
Yeah.
We're here in Belfast. Tonight we're going to have a dinner, and hopefully you and I will go down and have a Guinness or two, maybe one.
Maybe one, just the one.
Just maybe the one or two. Folks, thanks very much for joining us today. Steve, before we go sign off, I'm going to ask Steve to say we've really enjoyed the chat, but some people might want to reach out because of your being a facilitator or doing your EOS or around Shackleton. How can the audience get in contact with you? So just tell the audience how can they get in contact with you. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Steve Ross, you'll find me on LinkedIn, but steve.ross@shacktech.co.uk, which is shacktech.co.uk, or steve.ross@eosworldwide.com.
Perfect. Folks, thanks very much. Thank you to Steve. It's been an absolute joy again. Great to have a conversation here today. We're about to go downstairs. We're here in the Europa Hotel, one of the most bombed hotels in Europe. We just got told again. We do like to pick them. It's been an absolute joy having our day today with all our members and our peers. We're going to sign off now. Thanks very much for watching. We really look forward to getting your feedback. So from me, Austen Clark from Network Group in Belfast, thank you.